Hello everyone, my name is Dmitro Lesnyak and today I'm going to talk about architecting secure, scalable and reliable AI agent using Amazon Bedrock AgentCore. But before we go to details about agentic AI, let's go through comparison between agentic AI and AI conversational chatbots. Why agentic AI is better? First of all, agentic AI act autonomously. They can perform actions without telling them and sending them prompt. They just can read data and then perform some actions, whereas AI chatbots usually only reactive. You send prompt to them and they give you answer, text or image. Then agentic AI can perform multi-step executions. It means that they do not just return one action or text. They can split your prompt to several actions and then execute them as a multi-step tasks. And AI chatbots usually only give you response to your prompt. And another very important feature of agentic AI is that agentic AI can use tools and orchestration. It means that compared to AI chatbots that only retrieve text or image, agentic AI can perform some real-world actions. They can call some APIs or function that perform some changes in your environment, and this is a very important differentiation to ChatGPT or other conversational chatbots. And for example, if you ask ChatGPT what is the current weather in your city, it will say that I cannot answer this because I train only on data that is 6 months old. But if you ask agentic AI, it understands that now I have to go to web and search for API that return me current weather, and it will call this API and get current weather in your city and return it with the result of the query. Then agentic AI have persistent memory. It can have long-term or short-term memory, whereas as AI chatbots usually have short-term memory. When you stop conversation with AI chatbots, it will no longer remember and take into account your previous conversation, but agentic AI can summarize your previous conversations and then understand what are your preferences and use them in your next conversation with it. And that's why agentic AI have a higher real-world impact. They can perform real actions and can be used in production in some factories or other environments, whereas conversational AI chatbots have very limited productivity. They can just return you text or image. And another very important feature of agentic AI is that they can adapt and make real time decisions. They can learn from your previous conversation or from previous actions, and then next time when you work with the AI agent, it can perform better. It makes some adaptation and it can create a real-time decision. It can, based on the data it get from some API, for example, it can decide whether to do one action or another. Whereas AI chatbots usually cannot adapt. You give a query, prompt, and it will give you answer. And what agentic AI unlocks for enterprises? we are entering a new era of autonomous digital workers. Agentic AI brings to manufacturing new type of workers. Along with humans, there will be AI agents in enterprises, and these agents will perform real human-like work. And I don't think that AI agents will totally replace humans. Of course, humans and agents will work together, but I think that now, when you can build much more cheap and adaptive AI agents, there will be more productivity for enterprises, and there will be more better nice features, and then everything will be cheaper, and more new tools and services will be provided to end user. Everyone will benefit from this. Then AI agents will be smarter and will create real-time decisions, because they can adapt, they can read some data and do analytics, then can create and make real-time decisions. And this kind of adaptation brings and unlock transformative improvements to whole industry. Then AI agents will be very scalable and domain specific. You can train agents to different specific domains, similar like human engineers. They could be trained specifically in finance, sales, HR, supply chain, legal or other domains, and they will perform much better in specific domains than general purpose AI agents. And these new features will unlock new industry and create new businesses, just like smartphones and internet created new industries. They were very big new thing in the world. Similar to this, AI agents will bring new businesses and a new big wave of autonomous agents, and a new wave of new innovations in the world. Let's go through Amazon Bedrock AgentCore, what it is and what kind of feature it brings to you, so that you can build production grade agents very easily, and they will be secure and scale. AgentCore is Amazon Bedrock fully managed framework agnostic platform for running securely and scalable, and for orchestrating AI agent and with built-in runtime memory, identity, and tool integration capabilities. And before we go to specific services that AgentCore provide, let's go through comparison how you built AI agent previously without AgentCore and now with AgentCore. Previously, when you want to build AI agent, you need to build infrastructure in AWS yourself, networking, databases, and compute, EKS clusters or other environments you have to build yourself. But with AgentCore, you have managed serverless runtime. This runtime is built on Lambda, but it is not the same Lambda as previously traditionally you have in AWS. This Lambda is without many limitations. For example, agent can run request on AgentCore runtime up to 8 hours, compared to normal Lambda have limitation only 15 minutes, and many other limitations were removed from traditional Lambda, so that your AgentCore agent can run successfully. Then if you build AI agent without AgentCore, you don't have safe runtime isolation. When you run in one Kubernetes cluster several agents, you have to make sure yourself that those agents isolated from each other. But with AgentCore you have secure and isolated execution of your agent built in. You don't need to worry that your agents will share the same hardware, the same compute, and talk to each other. AgentCore runtime makes sure it is implemented and available for you. Then if you need to have identity and access management, and your agent definitely need IAM, identity and access management, you have to build it yourself if you don't use AgentCore. But with AgentCore you have built-in authentication and access control. And without AgentCore you don't have tooling boundaries. If you want to make sure that a specific agent can call only a specific tool, you have to implement this feature yourself. But with AgentCore you have garnet tool access via gateway, and you have policies that can specify which agent can talk to and utilize which tools easily. Then without AgentCore there is no built-in observability. You have to build observability yourself, usually using CloudWatch. But with AgentCore you have native observability and tracing available for you. You just utilize this functionality, this service specifically built for your AI agents. And then if you want to add to your agent memory, you have to build it yourself without AgentCore. But if you use AgentCore, that you have managed service that manage short and long-term memory for you, and you just use this as a service. As a result, if you build AI agent yourself, it means months of engineering work for you. But if you use AgentCore, you can build production-grade agents much faster and simpler. And because you do everything manually yourself, there is high compliance and security risks, because you need to make sure and implement compliance and security guardrails yourself. But with AgentCore you have enterprise grade security already built in for you, and you can easily utilize this as a services and build very secure and compliant agent environment. Let's go through AgentCore fundamentals. AgentCore consists of several services that are available for you to build your AI agent in production. First is AgentCore runtime. As I already mentioned, it is implemented in Lambda. It is serverless, and you can run agent on this service. Then there is AgentCore identity. It is used to implement inbound and outbound authentication of your agent. It can be plugged into external identity provider like Entra, IDE, Okta, or Cognita. Then you have access to AgentCore Gateway. AgentCore Gateway gives you a possibility to integrate with your agent external tools implemented on Lambda or MCP servers. And then you have AgentCore memory. AgentCore memory is used to implement short and long-term memory for your agents. Then AgentCore policy can be attached to AgentCore Gateway, and this policy restricts which agent can call which tools. Then AgentCore observability is used for monitoring and logging. Then AgentCore evaluation. AgentCore evaluation is used to evaluate how your agent works and perform in production. For example, it can check whether your agent select tools correctly, correct tools. Plus, it can evaluate whether agent return helpful and meaningful answer, and so on. This evaluation use AgentCore observability to get the same traces and then give evaluation for you. There are several additional AgentCore tools that are very useful. For example, AgentCore browser is a headless browser that agent can use to call from internet any web page and get results from internet on runtime. Then AgentCore interpreter, code interpreter that can interpret and execute piece of code that you can generate on fly using LLM, and it execute this code and give you results immediately without redeploying your agent anything. It's very useful feature and can be very helpful for your agent if you just need to execute, for example, some analytics code and get results. Then let's go through fundamental service and principle that AgentCore use to execute queries for your agent. First, when agent get request, it tries to understand this request and then build a plan of the solution. It split the prompt and check what kind of tools it need to call and what kind of knowledge bases it requires to get data. Once it decided that, okay, next I need to call this tool, it invokes this tool and get result from it. After AgentCore agent gets result from the tool, it reflect and reevaluate your plan, whether they need to do some adjustment to the plans, or if this data that it came from tools is sufficient to build a final response. If it decides that it needs to call now next tool or next knowledge bases, it complete the loop and invoke tool again. Then loop continues until the final result is ready, and when this final result ready, it returns to the users the response. And what kind of tools can be invoked from the AI agent? There could be tools implemented in AWS Lambda, any tool that API that implement open API schema, and of course MCP servers. MCP servers that implements MCP protocol are the standard now in agentic AI, and they can be directly used for your AgentCore agents. What kind of performance and cost optimization can be used for your AI agents? It is very important that your agent feels very fast, and from other hand, it should be as cheap as possible. There should be cost optimization taken place, and for this cost efficient performance is very crucial. What kind of techniques can be used to optimize your cost and performance? You can ground your query to reduce token usage, and this technique also optimize performance and cost in the same time. And then you can truncate your input and do summarization. You can truncate the context size so that it will fit to content size limit if you have in your LLM model. Every LLM model have such limit what kind of content size it can have, and having summarize context and summarize inputs for your LLM also reduce costs because you use less tokens. Then you can cache and stream your responses. You can cache embeddings and results. As results, it will reduce redundant calls, and you can stream your responses to end users so that you don't wait until your agent generate all response, but you stream word by word, and then user feels that he gets responses very quickly. And then you can use more model portfolio. For very simple small task you can use cheaper LLM model, but for complicated tasks that requires reasoning, complicated reasoning, you can use more expensive model. This is the same like in human world. For example, if it is supermarket and you need a cashier, you don't need to use very intellectual person, like you don't want to hire Nobel Prize winner. Of course, Nobel Prize winner can perform the cashier task, but it's not required to execute such simple tasks. But if you want to build a rocket, you probably want to have Nobel Prize winner in your team to build the best rocket in the world. The same is for agentic AI. You just select the right LLM model, cost-efficient model for tasks that require reasoning or doesn't require very high reasoning capabilities. And as a summary, enterprise need for agents. They want to move beyond static chatbots, and they want to use agents that have possibility to call tools and other APIs, and have multi-step workload executions. Many enterprises have already existing services implemented, and they want your agent to be integrated with them, to be able to call those tools and utilize already existing services. And AI agents are the best for this kind of work. They don't just give you analytics or summary or text. They can be used for real operational tasks, and AWS and AgentCore is the very good tool for this. It is secure by design, and it is scalable, reliable. There is observability, grounding, and memory in place. Other AgentCore advantages is that AgentCore utilize structured operational loop for planning, tool use, and reflections. It supports integration with external tools implemented in Lambda, Open API, or any MCP server. There is built-in policy, schema enforcement, secure tool orchestration. It utilizes memory, guardrails, evaluation, and there is very good observability platform already built in and ready to use. In the end, I just want to tell you that unlock the power of enterprise AI agent with AgentCore today. AgentCore is the service that AWS provides to build AI agents that can perform scalably and securely in production. This service is easy to use and will be useful for your deployment of AI agent. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope this video was useful for you and you can start using AI agent and AgentCore now. After that, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you very much.